Hi there, folks. Welcome back to Rich Reviews. So, the latest of films that didn't go wide release in theaters, didn't make much money, or found its way onto the internet. The latest of these films, and this is another film that's been making its way around the film festival circuit, and apparently this made its way onto HBO Max, and this is called My Dead Dad. This is co-written by Fabio Frey and Pedro Carrera and directed by Fabio Frey, who apparently this happens to be his feature-length debut. Apparently he has made 3 short films before this, and upon watching this film, while I would not necessarily be an enthusiastic supporter of Fabio Frey, I wouldn't mind seeing what he does next. Maybe he can do a much more impressive independent studio film. This is a type of film in which you have to ask yourself, okay, who on IMDb has the most credits to their names and who apparently can be recognized in those credits. Now, Lucas, played by one of the screenwriters here, who apparently looks like Josh Hutcherson, slightly older, and again, I don't know why I said he looks like Josh Hutcherson. Clearly, he doesn't look like Josh Hutcherson, but I said anyway. When he was growing up, Lucas's dad had clearly recorded stuff, and we see it all sprouts the film that, hey, look, you recorded things. And quite frankly, yes, apparently my parents also recorded things as well. Now, for a very long time, they had it all saved on VHS tapes. Then they transferred them all to DVD, and now I don't know where they all are. But alas, of course, Lucas's parents broke up, and Lucas obviously has a strained relationship with his dad. And then, of course, sadly, his father dies. Now Lucas is like many people of this current generation, is that he's just a basic burnout bum. And he doesn't want to do anything. He lives in Reno. He was once upon a time a part of a skateboard group. And basically they posted their stuff out on the internets, I guess, or videotaped it. And he got some level of fame there. But he just basically has always got burned out by all that. And now he's not doing all that. Now he finds out his father is dead. Apparently, he now inherits an apartment building filled with people. And apparently there are a whole lot of people that we don't really get to know, although we do get to know a couple of them. One of whom happens to be the building's maintenance man, played by Raymond Cruz. We do meet his uncle Tommy, who's one of those uncles who we know is hard up for money, even though he doesn't say he's hard up till money till the very end of the film, because also we know the uncle has a very shitty lawyer with them because he wants them to sell the building, and they're not very subtle in wanting him to sell. Then he also meets up with a couple of his old friends, and basically that's interesting. And we meet up with one very cute girl played by, her name is Sophie, and she's engaged to this one guy who happens to be a DJ. And at least at one point, this guy says, hey, you know, I was doing this one thing in Vegas the other day, and a girl nearly sucked my cock. Of course, I was engaged, and it's just like, why would anyone ever bring that up in casual conversation? Now, did I overly enjoy this film? Sure, I didn't mind watching this film. Will I remember this film so many months later? Probably not. Clearly, the most impressive thing about this film is the skyline of Los Angeles. Basically, people often say, hey, why aren't you living in Las Vegas? Why are you in Reno? Like, heck, I would often think to myself, if people lived in Nevada, they would live in Vegas. But no, people live all over the place in Nevada, and it happens to include Reno. Now, clearly, Lucas has very many raw feelings towards his dad. And everyone says to him, oh yeah, your dad was such a great guy. And quite frankly, yes, we all like to know stories about our fathers when we die. So in the end, folks, what I'm going to say about My Dead Dad, I'm, amazingly enough, I'm going to give this a matinee rating, because I think, hey, look, if you want to see this, please do, because I think maybe you'll like it. I was not necessarily all that thrilled, but I think giving a matinee rating is sufficient. So folks, My Dead Dad, have you seen this? What do you think? Please put everything in the comment box below here, folks. As always, folks, like, comment, subscribe, and enrich yourself in knowledge. I'm at Mike Rich at RichHughes2 on Twitter. I'll see you next time, folks. Yes, hooray.